Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
Fucking money!
Are you deaf? I'm not giving you a thing.
Don't fuck with me, you horse!
Ah, excellent. Here's that garden. Now how do I get in? Ugh, I made it. Razors like that would please any woman. And they smell so lovely. And now back to the miners, so they don't think I blew them off.
Still standing! Shoes here! Shoe repair!
I keep hearing about people's houses.
Was ist los?
I just need to... My name is Henry, and I've just come... Heard that you have some wonderful perfume, with secrets yet unplumbed.
So? Wirklich? Is that really what they say?
Certainly. And you really do smell wonderfully. It's cinnamon, isn't it?
Ah, richtig. And, can you guess the rest of the secret?
Well, I'd like to, but for that, I would require a phial of your perfume. Of course, I would gladly pay you for it, my lovely lady.
Nein. Keep your money. I want to know if you can really guess what's in my perfume. Schließlich habe ich nichts zu verlieren. If you fail, nothing lost. And, otherwise, someone else would soon discover the secret anyway.
An interesting offer. Let's see how I do.
Here's a file. Und viel Glück, my young little alchemist.
Don't think I can't see you.
Careful!
I don't have much time left. I have to get back to Franzi soon.
Test the less of my bunny is...
Franzi, what?
Do you have that gift?
Yes.
Grand. Here's something for your help. I'm sure it'll come.
Well,
Anton was afraid you weren't coming and that Tess would dump him tonight, so he had a few beers. And first he drank for thirst, and then for courage, and finally for grief.
have you gone mad? I run all over town, and you sit here boozing.
Hold on, friend. I'm not drunk. I'll explain everything.
Go on, then.
Look, it's a long story.
I've got time. Go ahead and talk.
Anton isn't poor. He's only a miner because he was forced to, and because he had terrible luck. His father put all his money into opening a new mine. Except then Sigismund came and the miners were afraid they wouldn't make a profit.
Good day.
And what does that have to do with Tess?
Her father, Linnart, is a well-respected burgher, and he has already betrothed Tess to Anton.
So what's the problem?
Just that Anton doesn't have any money for the dowry. And now Linnart is looking for a better match for his daughter.
Wait, his father is a miner?
Unfortunately, he was.
Well, what am I supposed...
The miners didn't want to dig a new shaft because they were afraid, except old Anton had to put all his money into it. And when he heard...
So it's Sigismund's fault?
Why, aye. As long as that Hungarian horde is here, they won't be digging any new silver seams.
All right, but what are we going to do now? We have to finish the procession, right? And what about our champion drinker? How will he shoot tomorrow? And how's he going to make it to the last church like this?
I wouldn't worry about the shooting. You don't know miners. He'll snap out of it in a few hours. Worse will be getting him to the church of St. George so he can take the oath in front of priest Tobias.
Fine.
Excellent, lad.
Certainly better. God, what?
It's settled then. I'll now just have to make sure.
Henry,
God, so heavy.
Friend
I swear, if you puke on me, I'll
me tell
break
you,
both
man.
your arms.
It's not far from here to the St. George's Church.
I love
But get a move on so we can get out the tombs. The saints will surely leave us alone if we can get past the walls. And
I
don't
reckon it
worry,
must have been a
I know
storm
Father Tobias. He's a canny... Everything will be fine, you'll see.
Damn it, Francie. Just explain one thing to me.
What? What are you ganning on about?
What's the deal with those saints?
They just don't like us, man, you know.
Well, before the brawl, they were shouting that you're traitors.
For that.
Why are you traitors?
We're not traitors, bud. It was our alderman who decided to open the gates of the city to Sigismund, not us. And there's no point in playing the hero, like Pren tried.
Well, what did Pren do?
He and his men refused to open the calling gate for Sigismund.
What? And you surrendered, just like that? Without a fight?
And what else were we supposed to do, eh? Once that French cunt Brabant and our Burgermeister surrendered to Sigismund, there was no point in putting up resistance.
It's Sigismund's siege of the city that interests me.
That's all well and good, Mimara. But why do we have to talk about it right now?
Well, then at least tell me what happened with that Brabant of yours.
That French cock was boasting how clever he is and how easy it'd be to defend the city against a Hungarian army. A load of horseshit.
So he failed. The Hungarians stormed the ramparts.
Not at all. They just pillaged a few nearby villages, and before trying any big attack on the city, the alderman and Brabant surrendered. And now, give me a break for a while. All the lords betrayed us, and now they're stealing our silver. Thieving swine.
And what about you, Francie? Do you have a girl?
Plenty. 3 for each finger, even. What lass would want me, eh? A poor orphan with his toes sticking out of his boots.
A miner has to make some money, right?
And what of it? Do you know how much food costs here and everything else? Here in the city, grocery only goes so far. Not like in some village.
And the main thing is not to drink it all away, right?
Hold your water, lad. You're on thin ice here. You know what it's like to go down in the pit every day and break rocks in the pitch dark? You can get so tight down there that you want to get the fuck out straight away. Your heart starts pounding, but you can't shit your brakes, so you just keep hewing. Aye, any master carpenter makes more chink than me, and besides, if he falls off the roof, he's dead on the spot. In the pit, if it caves, then you're stuck there for days. Breath running out and praying to the Virgin Mary for mercy.
Damn, that's an awful way to go.
But don't get me wrong, it's not bad work. I'm not complaining, serious. Yakkers are a good lot. They'll take anyone in. Poor orphan or bastard, doesn't matter. They don't judge, because in the hole underground, we're all the same. Alive or dead, all the same bread. We'll drink to the king and drink to the silver hewn out of the ground. Priests and monks, enjoy your trinkets from our silver mine. A yakker's prize is a bonny lass and flowing cup of wine. Away, kidder, join us.
What's the meaning of this?
So here we are, your most fatherly holiness.
What? Do you take me for a fool?
Nah, I'm a fool here. Anton Caspar at your service.
I humbly apologize, Father Tobias. Anton here.
Entering a church stinking drunk like that, and with a sacred object? Have you no shame, you savage? You disgrace yourself, the Holy Church, and your honorable trade. In such a state, I will certainly not consecrate your stang.
Worthy Father, please, you know us. We're righteous men of the Mound, and without St. Anthony, we'll be disgraced at the competition.
You should have thought of that before getting drunk.
Father, Anton's in a bad way because they don't want to give him Tess, the cobbler's girl.
Do I look like a pauper? That cobbler needs a boot. In the cobbler's. I'll show him boot. He'll be begging me on his knees. I've got so much chink, I'm drowning in it.
For Christ's sake, Anton, man, be quiet for a moment. I beg of you, Father Tobias.
But I'm only doing it because of you, Franzi. Because you are an orphan, and your late mother was a pious and kind woman. Will you take the oath instead of Anton?
But I didn't know the oath, Father.
Good God. And what about you, boy?
Well, I don't know the oath, Father, but I'll try to salvage the situation.
I understand. Helping friends in need is a commendable act.
Anton, are you able to recite the oath?
Of course. I'd even say it myself, but nobody here will let me do it.
So go ahead, but nice and slow. Tell me the beginning of the oath, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before and to make nae fashion better, but to ding...
Wait, stop.
I'm listening, son.
So... We, miners of Kuttenberg, swear before God to open the shafts with respect, without malice, and mine the vein honestly, according to the law of God.
Oh, Lady of the Seven Sorrows. All right, and then?
What's next, Anton?
Of course. We promised to graft...
Good.
Well...
We vow...
What do you say? I'll give you...
Thank you. Anton, repeat it.
Of course. We promised to graft proper.
Good.
Well...
We vow to work hard.
Very good.
How does the oath...
We swore on and to give a wee share from our...
Very...
Bull...
We swear to...
Glory to God. St. Anthony, patron and protector, intercede for these sinners, protect their souls, and grant success to their endeavors. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. And now get out of here, you derelicts, before the good Lord changes his mind.
Thank you, worthy Father. 1,000 thanks. We truly thank you. That was by the skin of our teeth, lads.
Old Tobias is strict, but fair. I know him.
That mining jargon of yours gave me a headache, Franzi.
Ah, but you done reet well, ní fash.
Thanks. If that was...
Aye, muckle thanks for nie leaving us in the shit.
We're truly grateful to...
Take this as a reward for not betraying us. And
Well, I might come. But what about Anton here?
oh, sure. He'll snap out of it in a few hours.
Hey, bother, kidder. Hey, where's a puddle? I need to drown myself.
So you see, we yakkers can handle plenty. Like we say, everybody ends up on the bottom sometimes. But yakkers are there all the time.
Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Farewell, Tonys.
God be with you. We say God be with you. Remember that too.
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Day, what would you like?
I hear you're having some problems with the city council.
Has word got round already? Oh, wonderful.
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry, so they've come up with a new tax on us.
What tax?
The clean tax, they call it. One bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay into the city coffers. The official municipal bathhouse, they're going to call it. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest of us and bleed us dry.
How much will the tax be?
A lot more than I can afford. I already have to think twice before spending a single groschen, and every extra cost will only make it worse. I'll have to close down before the first snows.
Do you already know which baths they'll choose? As a municipal bathhouse? Couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with the councillors for them to vote for me. But do you know who has votes for sure?
Adam,
That's right. And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined by the tax and have to close.
it almost sounds like that.
You find it fishy as well, eh?
Do you think he's behind it?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. But he does have one special Councillor Jerome now. That man has half the council under his thumb. The best girls, the best wine, and he's never had to pay a single groschen.
So Adam is buying it?
Exactly. And I bet he was the one who came up with the clean tax. Extra coin. No councillor will say no to that.
Is there anything we can do?
I don't know. These last days I've been trying to persuade at least some councillors to vote for me. But without Naz's supporters, it won't do me much good.
How many of them promised to vote for you?
A few. But even those are not certain. The leeches are happy to take your coin and promise you the world. But how they'll vote, only God knows.
Well, what if this Naz had a nasty experience in Adam's bathhouse? Maybe he and Adam wouldn't be so close anymore.
That might not be a bad idea. If he thought they couldn't care less about him, maybe he'd give my bathhouse a try.
Right. So what are we going to do to him?
I'd try asking the wenches at Adams. They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dislikes.
Right. I'll try to spoil his day somehow.
Thanks very much. It's wonderful you're willing to help. But please, don't leave it too long. It's not long till the council meets, and I need to win over those votes before then.
Christ, pardon me.
to do what your friend? I'm sorry.
Praise God.
Hail Mary.
What do you... I'm glad you... found what you were looking for.
Show me. Let's talk about...
Wow. Finally. Thank you, sir. Excuse me.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Do you know Jerome Naz? He's a Kuttenberg councillor, and they say he comes here now and again.
Of course I know him. Me and the girls look after him like one of our own.
What services do you give him?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to know? All the girls do their own bit. We make certain Councillor Naz gets the best treatment.
And what do you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you need to make it worth my while.
Of course. How much do you want?
Coin won't catch me a husband. But a pretty dress, that might do it.
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it. It was good to see you, my friend. It happens. Just what? Where are you going?
next time.
I heard Councillor...
Maybe I can't share us.
You can tell me. I could tell right away you have important duties here, and that you'd know about an honoured guest like Naz.
Well, it's true. I'm the only one allowed to prepare him wine. Nobody else is allowed to even touch his barrel.
He has his own special drink.
Special and expensive. Adam gets it from... Actually, I don't know where he gets it from, but it's from somewhere far away. I secretly tasted it once, and it was...
Horrible?
I suppose my tongue isn't refined enough.
Is Naz's wine stored properly? If it's so precious, it'd be a shame if it's spoiled.
It's kept in the pantry with the other casks, but this one stands on these tall legs. Adam's afraid of it splashing on the floor when it's being poured, or something.
Oh, that makes sense, if it's so precious. Is there anything Naz doesn't like? Something you're forbidden from doing?
Doesn't like? I don't know.
He's never complained about anything? Never been unhappy about something?
Oh, he can't stomach herbs, actually. I recently brought some chamomile brew to his bath to give him a compress on his eyes. But the drunk Burke drank it when I wasn't looking. He came out in nasty rashes. Horrible it was.
Chamomile, you say? Interesting. I'll have to go now. But thanks. You've been a great help.
What with?
That's not important.
Pleased to be of service, you man of... Farewell, my friend.
Good afternoon.
Do you know Jerome...
Naz.
the councillor?
Aye, I know who he is.
Why did he change his tub?
I'm sorry, but it was a terrible...
You can tell me. Councillor Naz sent me to check up...
Uh-huh.
No. I'm supposed to measure...
Right.
What happened to the...
We had these fleas, like lots of them.
Oh, I see.
It was terrible. We had to scrub the bathhouse, and Councillor Naz found out and once said he wouldn't use one that was crawling with...
How did the fleas get in here?
Most likely some beggar broke in one night and partook of the bathhouse services. He left some flea-ridden rags lying about, and all of a sudden they were everywhere.
One rag is enough to infest the whole bathhouse.
You can't get rid of them.
Interesting. Where is the new...
Where the old one used to, but it's got new curtains now. And we put this nice cupboard next to it.
I see Adam really pampers him.
Aye, he does.
What did Naz say about...
Adam talked to him about it. I heard he threatened to take his custom else when we all got it in the neck from Adam and...
Thanks.
Are you...
I can see you take excellent care of the councillor, so it won't be necessary. Bye for now.
Schönen Tag.
What do you think about the...
Don't talk to me about it. It's an outrage. The council has run out of ideas for collecting revenue, so they are fleecing honest businessmen now.
What are you going to do? Pay?
What choice do I have? I don't want to get into trouble, but it's disgusting.
I'll be off now.
Farewell.
That's from working every day, all until dusk. In the evening, it's all I can do to eat and fall into bed. I don't have time to sit around in taverns, throwing my... of hell.
God bless.
Good day to you. What would you like?
What do you have?
Worried about the... Wow.
Do you
That's not... I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Where are you?
God bless.
I want to ask...
I know.
I've got a dress.
Oh, look. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's all yours.
Of course. It's the same every time I go upstairs to prepare a bath for. It can't be too hot or too cold. And then Adam gives me this fragrant...
That's some special treatment.
We don't do that for anyone. I hear it's awfully expensive, but only the best for Councillor Nars. Well, that's what Adam says.
I understand.
Well, then he has his bath, eats and drinks and discusses important... issues with Adam and the other wealthy guests. And then he usually goes home or stays on with some girl. It depends.
Could you show me the fragrant oil?
I ain't got it. Adam's really careful with it, so he only gives it to me when Councillor Nars comes. Then he locks it up somewhere in his room upstairs.
You said Nars talks to Adam during bathing. What about? Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't listen to them. Boring stuff, usually. About the city council, about money, blah, blah, blah. I mind my own business.
What does the oil look like?
No, it's small. A little bottle with a cork. A bit like perfume. Aye, colourful flower.
What would happen if you...
Don't say that would be the Adam would hit.
You always ask...
Sometimes I wonder if he only comes here because he likes... He can't stop praising.
Right, I was just curious.
Thank you.
Take care, sir.
A large beer for me.
Who's that? Hey, what are you doing? God bless you.
Rank. Ugh.
There's nothing.
Greetings.
Rank. Ugh.
Then I look all downcast and say, I'm going to get into trouble for
Who's
being
got?
all wet. I knew it would be something like that. Come and take a swig, sweetheart.
Excuse me.
Hey, dearie. Can I have a sip for me?
Christ! What's the hold-up?
God bless you.
Who's that creeping around? What was that sound? What's going on here? Right, I suppose it was nothing. Damn it. To be sure, I'd better look in my chests to see if anything's missing.
Let's hope he enjoys the herbs.
What? Struggling.
Hands off! He's
Stop.
the one. Him.
Leave that lock alone.
That's him.
Oh.
Get him.
Fine.
I
I'll
see
make
you.
you
You
surrender.
think.
Go home and sleep it off. You're getting married tomorrow.
See you next time. Take care.
God grant you.
Welcome, sir.
I'm looking for some flea-ridden rags or something like that. Do you know where I could find some?
No, I don't. And it's shitty of you to suggest that just because someone's down on his luck, he must be covered in fleas.
But I didn't mean it like that.
I don't care.
Help, help. Greetings.
I need to find some rags.
No, I ain't some.
Will repay you.
Greetings.
I'm looking. Do you know where?
No, I don't. And it's shitty of you.
But I didn't mean.
I don't.
Christ, pardon me.
Hard to believe you're still single.
Good evening. You need... What? No,
Thanks.
A coin for a cripple. Good evening. What do you need?
This.
You've come to the right place. Time's up.
Here you are.
Thank you. We have this. Take a look there by the wall behind the biggest tent. Covered in...
Thanks.
God be with you, my friend. G'day. G'day.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Greetings to you.
Mia!
Greetings. What's the matter? Did you drop something?
Trying to pull, you scoundrel.
And bite to your heart's content. Come on. Crawl all over it.
God grant you health.
I was at Adam's bathhouse.
And how did it go? Tell me.
I asked about Naz, and let's say he won't feel as comfortable there as he used to.
That sounds good. At least he might be willing to talk to me now.
Oh, so I don't forget, I brought you something. This is some precious oil they mix into his bath. He's crazy about it, it seems. So you can surprise him when he turns up here.
That's great. Thank you.
What are we going to do now? Wait.
Well, there's one more counselor we could get on our side.
Who?
Councillor Tuchmacher. Apparently, some nobleman accused him of swindling his customers, and he has some problems now, or something like that. If you go to him and ask, maybe he'd appreciate some help.
Who is this Tuchmacher? What else do you know about him?
He's a master tailor and draper. He has a shop in Town Hall Street, and he's one of the councillors. He was always a bastard.
You know each other?
Depends on what you mean. We had a bit of a row some years back, and he's pissed off with me. I'd never have thought that moron would be on the council.
What about the other councillors? Have you spoken to any?
I've given bribes and promised favours, but nothing is certain. Unless Naz is eating out of the palm of my hand, we need every vote we can get.
All right. I'll go and see him and find out what's up.
Oh, and when I said we had a bit of a row, maybe it'd be best not to say I sent you. He might not take kindly to it.
All right. Don't worry.
Christ, pardon me.
I heard you're having trouble with some...
What's that got to...
Nothing. But maybe I could help you.
And you just feel like I don't...
Do the municipal bathhouse and the clean tax mean anything to you?
Of course! I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Council.
So, when you're going to choose the bathhouse, I need you to vote for the Kingfisher.
Why are you interested in bathhouses?
Let's say it's in my interest if they make a profit. I contributed to the furnishings, and I expect to get a return on that soon.
Oh, I see what you mean. Aye, why not? If you can help me, my vote is yours. But only if you succeed.
It's a deal. What's it all about, then?
I had a bit of a quarrel with Sir Jan of Leschin, and I need someone young and strong to take my place.
You're gonna fight?
You'll do the fighting, do you agree?
What did you quarrel about?
Just a silly misunderstanding. Some nobleman's servant ordered a coat for his lord, except he kept urging me, and I ran out of the right fabric, so I used a different fabric in some places, and the lord noticed.
Well, you did, didn't you?
What was I supposed to do? I'd also have been in trouble if I didn't deliver it.
All right.
I wanted the bailiff to adjudicate, because I'm on good terms, but the nobleman insisted it to be resolved under the law of the realm, and that means settling the dispute by combat.
What are the rules?
You don't need to.
What weapon?
Well, but you can use a mace, flail.
Oh, great.
No plate.
And the nobleman?
He can have every...
That's hardly a fair...
That's by the by, though. If I'm in the right, you'll beat him even with the God's hand.
Why don't you refuse?
Are you out of your... I could end up battered black. What's more...
Have you had this kind...
Never! I had a good reputation and could...
It won't be my first duel, so why not?
I'm glad I've found someone with courage.
Where's the duel
The dueling spot is secret. It's out of town, so we'll go there together. But it's too late to try. We'll set off in the morning.
All right.
I'm here like we agreed, sir.
Tuchmacher. Who's this with you?
My champion. He's going to fight in my name.
Sir?
I would laugh in your face here and now, but that wouldn't be chivalrous. So I'll just ask if you're ready, lad.
Can't we settle this without a duel?
What you have in mind? I'm a nobleman, and as a nobleman, I am entitled to justice from God's hands. Tuchmacher cheats his customers, and I won't stand for it.
I didn't cheat anyone. I told you how it was, sir. The bailiff could have settled the dispute.
City law is out of the question. I want the Lord to be our judge.
Maybe we could find a peaceful solution.
Well, Tuchmacher. Your champion's getting cold feet, it seems.
Have you lost your... Are you going to...
I'll fight. Just as I promised.
I was starting to fear I'd... Shall we begin?
Give me a moment.
What's wrong?
I'd need to...
Get a move on. Well?
Let's go.
Are you? You're supposed to have a weapon before you get a flail.
All right.
Well?
Let's go.
Are you? You're supposed to have a weapon. Get a flail.
All right.
Well?
Let's go.
Are you... You're supposed to have a weapon. Get a flail or a hunting sword.
All right.
You haven't changed your mind, have you? Well,
let's go then.
Today, these two noble Kuttenberg councillors, both men confirm that the combat shall continue. Are you ready? Begin.
Christ! I'm hit! Is that all you've got? Too slow! I'll hack you to pieces! Out of breath already. What's wrong? Don't like red? Well,
let's go.
Are you? You're get a...
All right.
Well,
let's go.
Today, these noble couldn't both Are you? Begin.
I'm all yours. Didn't see that one coming, eh? May the best man win. Bad luck. Well,
let's go.
Today, these noble couldn't both Are you? Begin.
Oh, fuck it out! Well,
let's go.
Today, the noble couldn't both Are you? Begin. God's providence. Mary in heaven.
What the... It wasn't.
I got...
You killed. That's the end of our. Ah! Ah!
Well,
Let's go.
Today, these noble couldn't both become. Are you begin?
By God's will, die!
didn't see that one coming, eh? May the best man win. No chance. Out of breath already?
My God, what are you doing? What, you want to get out of here?
Well,
Let's go.
Today, the noble couldn't both become. Are you begin?
For the cross!
a bandage!
You have
Quick!
heard God's will.
I hope that's enough. Well done. You were better. But that Tookmacher is just a devious little burger. He's laughing now because he got the better of a nobleman. But justice will catch up with him one day.
You really gave him on the right, from the left. Hurry, strike. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Most.
And next time, don't resolve your disputes by combat.
Next time, I'll be careful who I make coats for. Ha 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 ha.
Farewell.
Farewell.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this.
Careful.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
I went to see...
How did it go? Will he vote for us?
He had a quarrel with some nobleman.
A duel? I didn't think people still fought.
If you've got blue blood, you can do what you like.
That's true. What did he want?
He didn't dare fight him.
And how did it...
He'll help us.
Really? Wow.
Don't celebrate yet. It's only one vote.
But it's an important... Now we just have to wait.
Do you think Adam suspects you're trying to sway the vote?
I don't know. But I don't think so. If he suspected something, I'd expect him to march in here and be as nasty to me as he always is. But there's no sign of him so far.
Did you find any more votes?
Afraid not. With the meeting coming up, everyone's kind of... I suppose there are lots of people trying. All we can do...
So now we just have to wait till they vote?
Come back in a few days' time. The councillors should have voted by then.
I will.
I'm sorry.
Keep close to the others.
All right, man.
Well, Vlach, I can see there's plenty of...
I'm getting too old for this, kidder.
Hold on.
They ran out of beer, so the guild stumbled upon Tess and Anton, and our blockhead...
What? He got hurt?
Well, that's just the thing. So our kid a book of...
He doesn't know how...
Nowhere near like...
But I'm not a...
Who fucking cares? We'll vouch for you. Henry? All right. You...
Fine.
Thank...
Let's get...
God's...
What kind of snipper-snapper are you, eh? You don't look like a yakker.
I came to compete. I'm shooting for the Strike Tonys.
Aye, you're that new fella from... So, Snip.
Better explain...
Naturally. The miner's popinjay is shot with a light crossbow, and the aim is to shoot whoever hits the bird. Your opponents will be Jörg Preng of All Saints and Henslin Ebner, the best. You need to catch...
And what if I don't...
Fortunately,
I know everything.
That's right. Archers, take up your positions. And loose. Nice work, fella. Looks like you've done...
Thank you.
Great God in heaven. I'll be damned. Such luck.
What luck? Years of toil and sacrifice. That's how you shoot.
My hat's off to you, lad. You really gave them hell. They're still in shock that the Striped Tonys won again.
There was nothing, really. A good laugh.
Look, kidder, I can't just leave it at that. Here's a few groschen from us.
Thanks, but that's not why I did it.
And I truly appreciate that, Henry, which is why you can have me gaffer's cap.
I can't accept that. You'll miss it.
Nay, just take it. It was my last match anyway. I'm getting too old for brawling.
Fine. Thanks, and Godspeed.
Blessings upon you.
I apologise.
Take your pick. Marching. The strongest marching from Cashel. Quality goods, the finest wares. A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take a look. Quality goods. Apples. Juicy
Greetings to you.
Well. Did you see anything?
No. I think they got word. Nobody turned up. Doors and windows shut. I couldn't see inside. And that guy who's fixing the building opposite wants more money for letting me wash from his scaffolding.
We will give him nothing. Nobody is going to turn up at that house anymore.
What if he complains?
I doubt that. And if he does, we will deal with him.
What next?
We will wait and see what the others have found out. But they are certainly meeting somewhere.
They never leave town. What if there are exchange messages?
I had not thought of that. But we cannot watch all their servants. They are like the Philistine hordes.
We could waylay a couple of them and question them. I will find out which of them cannot read.
Good idea. But do it on the quiet. Maybe one of them owes someone money, and we can use that to turn them.
Right, Sam.
Well, did you see anything?
No, I've...
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot, but I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well? Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix. You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right, I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about...
Agreed. They usually...
At the start of the day, according to my calendar.
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out...
Right, so they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard...
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning. And then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of...
You'll keep your end of the deal.
Don't worry. Well, did you see anything?
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about, got it?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Foot's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Was?
There's no escape!
Dummkopf! Wait! Don't kill him!
You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman? On the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage. Because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell three of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days. What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will...
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least two plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews, and probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or... Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berkov. So I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berkov?
Sadly, they do. Von Berkov instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Kolin.
Why would he need convincing? You said he had had a serious quarrel with Sigismund.
Sigismund has made many enemies in Kuttenberg. He kicked off important burghers from the council, confiscated patricians' property, and imposed taxes and duties. But he's not stupid. He hasn't completely beggared anyone, so they'd still have a lot to lose if they confronted him directly.
He just made them fear him.
I'd rather call it caution, but you're essentially right. It's complicated. This isn't chess, and the lords aren't all black just because they can't stomach
So you're sending me there to find out where he's...
You could say that. I suspect he might be inclined to ally with us, but if it works out, it will be a great accomplishment. Kunslin was respected among the... Would you stop there? It'll lead to trouble.
Well, did you see anything?
Careful. Was willst du?
Good evening, Henry.
Greetings, sir.
Well, Henry, how's it going?
Everything is as it should be.
That's good.
King Sigismund's army to keep watch, so we can sleep peacefully. It is therefore decided to collect food supplies from the
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
He's one of them! Get him! We'll kick your asses! You're finished! Good! Bad lad! Leave him alone! Hey, Too slow! You're going to fuck with us! Don't wear it! Bad luck! I took him down! I'll cut you, you swine! Over! You got it! I'll kill you, you... Bash him on the head! You're no match for us, fucker! Oh, deal with that last bastard! Come on, man! Now it's your turn, you shits! Useless! It's a...
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here...
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by... He's had it in for us ever since. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining. And now we've killed his men. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around...
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off. But it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. We'd just get another Vavak, if not worse. Now, killing one... It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his... He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once. It certainly wouldn't hurt.
But how do we find...
Some of the silver goes missing, some...
Find out. But how...
You're right. Only authorized my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the mint master. He wanted to become the mint master himself, but because of Vavak...
And that's saying...
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan. I tell him the password, Via Argentum, the path of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying.
Sheathe that weapon immediately. You see, it didn't even hurt.
Now you can leave that weapon where it belongs. A bandage! Quick! Oh, that's enough.
Greetings.
Good day.
Greetings.
I'm sorry.